All right, good morning, fifth graders. It is Wednesday, May, what is it, May 6th, sorry. And it is time for day 2 of our math packet. All right, so yesterday we talked about what a standard algorithm or multiplication algorithm is. And remember, a standard algorithm is when it's set up like this. Okay, rather than say the lattice or an array, this is called the standard multiplication algorithm. All right, so I'm going to do one, and then you will do the other two. All right, so what we do is we start here with the 8 in the ones place, and then we just multiply 8 times 6, 48. So we put down the 8 and carry the 4. You can use your multiplication sheet if you need to. Then we go back to the 8, and then we go this way, 8 times 0, which we know is 0, but we have to add the 4. So 0 plus 4 is 4. All right, we go back to the 8, and we go 8 times 6. If you look on your sheet, it's 56. One thing that's very important is you keep your columns. So this is all in a column, and this is a 6. It doesn't look like a 0. And then 5 is a new column. Okay? All right. Okay, now we're not done. We have to go over here to the 2 and do the same thing that we did with the 8. So 2 times 6 is 12. The important thing to remember is we're going to put it in this column where there's a 4 there, so we have to come down below the 4. 6 times 2 is 12. Put down the 2 and carry the 1. All right, 2 times 0 is 0. Now we're going to add the 1, not the 4. The 1. So 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. And then 2 times 7 is 14, and we have to remember our columns, 14, okay? Now, a lot of students like to put a placeholder here to remind them not to put this answer 2 over here. If that helps you, that's perfectly fine to do, okay? All right, and then we're going to draw this line, and we're going to add, okay? 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 5 plus 4 is 9. 0 plus 1 is 1. All right, now what we do here, this is the whole number. So we just come down here, 1, 2, 3, comma. So the answer is 19,768. I'm just moving it up here so you can see it. Of course, with a pencil, you can probably write small enough that it doesn't run into the rest of this writing. But okay, so you see 19,768. All right, so you work on these two just like that, and then we'll move on. All right, this is called Pig Game. And you'll need dice, pencil, and paper. Pig is a game for 2 or more players. So if one of your siblings is there that could play, that would be great. Players take turns rolling 1 die. So dice is more than 1. And when it's just 1, they call it a die. Okay? Players take turns rolling 1 die as many times as they like. If a roll is a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, the player adds that many points to their score for the turn. A player may choose to end their turn at any time and bank their points. If a player rolls a 1, they lose all their unbanked points and their turn is over. Play to 50. Wow, I've never heard of this game, but I think that sounds so much fun. So 2 or more players. So you're going to roll you just need 1 die, and you're going to roll it as many times as you want. And you want to get a 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And you're going to add all those numbers up. And at some point, you've got to decide, to stop, because you could roll a 1. And if you roll a 1, you lose all of them. If you bank them, then whatever points that you have added all up, you get to keep. And the first person to play to 50 is the winner. So try that at home with a sibling or a parent, and see how you do. All right, now we're in the noticing. This says noticing. It says on a piece of paper, make 2 columns. In one column, list the things that are the same in this picture. And in the other column, list the things that are different. So you're going to make 2 columns. This column is same, and this column will write different. I won't be able to fit different, so I'm just going to put diff for different. Okay, that should work for us. Different. All right. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, it's asking what the differences, what's the same, what is the same, and what is the differences in these 2 squares of balls. So I'm going to give you some hints. Okay, all of them are what shape? So not triangles, and not ovals, and not rectangles. You actually had this word in your crossword puzzle. These are all the shape of what? Think about that. All right, what are in both pics? This pic and this pic, what are these things? Put that here, or write that down as a bullet. And then how many are in each? Count them and see. And what does this whole thing kind of resemble? And this whole thing kind of resemble. Think pig game. Think the pig game. All right, so those are some things that are the same, and you may think of some things too that are the same. So let's look at the differences. Okay, so what's inside the balls that make them different weights? So what would be inside those balls? Put that there. That's a difference. There's the capacity is more in here than in here, because these are smaller. All right, so this word is groups. It kind of got messed up. So this one has 4 groups of how many? Put that here. And this one, a difference is 5 groups of how many? Okay? And if you can think of some more, go ahead and put them down. I mean, looking at them, you can see that this one has these curved lines, and this one is what kind of ball, and this one is what kind of ball, and what color is this one. So those are all differences, okay? All right, so that's what that was all about, putting down what's the same about these 2 pictures and what's different. All right, let's move up. Oops. Hold on. Whoopsie. All right, guys, that is day 2, and we are finished with that day. This is day 3, so we are going to say goodbye until tomorrow. Bye-bye.